you know, worshipping Islam or whatever kind of bullshit they're doing down there, or wickedness, it is still there today. It is not desolate. So ancient Babylon that Nebuchadnezzar built and occupied, that Cyrus took over, and Darius, his son, and Xerxes, his son after that, conquered, and Alexander the Great, is in Iraq today, still exists. You can still go there and you'll still see artifacts and archaeology that shows you parts of the old city of Babylon that existed. So we know it's not talking about that place. It's got to be talking about somewhere else in the future. So it says, and Babylon, the glory of the Chaldees, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And we know Sodom and Gomorrah was what? Totally destroyed. So we know this is a future prophecy talking about Babylon, which we know Babylon is modern day America today, a place of confusion, because you can be anything in America. You can be a lesbian, you can be a gay, you can be a transsexual, you can be a she-male or female, or what, you know, you can be whatever kind of confusion you can be inside that place today. You know, you can fucking cut your eyes out if you want. You can put an extra eye in the middle of your head if you want. You can do anything in there. This is what they call democracy. It's not democracy, because the word democracy comes from the Latin word, which means they're demon crazy. That's what the word democracy means. It derives from the Latin word, and it means demon crazy. And that's what they are, fucking demons living crazy in a place called Babylon. Because it's total confusion. Total confusion in that place in America. And they've spread that confusion to the four corners of the world. And they've sold it as what? They've called it democracy. They put it on a piece of paper and said, oh, guess what I've got for you today? I've got this thing called democracy. But with it comes homosexuality, transsexuality, satanic worshipping, idolatry, any kind of religion you want, you can start up. You can adultery, you can have murders, rape, killing, pillage, robbery. All these things exist, but it comes under the tag of democracy. And that's what they're selling to these people, and that's what they're buying. So verse 20. So we're still in Isaiah chapter 13, verse 20. And it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, and wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So the scripture says, this is verse 22, it says, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses. Yeah, so you can have all of these animals that survived the nuclear fallout that are going to be running around in these houses, yeah, these desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. So it says, this judgment is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. And believe me, if you can't feel that something is coming around that corner, then you're blinded. There's not what I can do for you. I can only tell you what the scriptures are saying. I'm not going to put words into your mouth. I'm not going to give you words of my own mouth. I'm going to tell you exactly what the scriptures are saying. So when it says her time is near to come, it means that her judgment is near to come. Simple as that. And her day shall not be prolonged. So it shall not go any longer than what the Lord has set it for. Because only the Most High knows when the judgment is going to be put upon Babylon and all the other nations. Yeah? Now we're going to quickly go to Jeremiah chapter 49. Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 7. Concerning Edom, which I said to Edom is who the Edomites, which are your modern day Europeans and Caucasians. Concerning Edom, thus says the Most High of Hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Because there is no more wisdom left in Esau. It's just arrogancy of the proud. They're just a proud nation now. They do what they want, when they want, and how they want. There is no more wisdom in there. So this is why it says there, is counsel perished from the prudent? It has. Is their wisdom vanished? It sure has. Flee, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. If grape gatherers come to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have. If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. So he's saying, if grape gatherers, someone gathering grapes was come, and they will grab grapes until they will gather grapes until they feel, okay, that's enough. We'll leave those rest to keep growing, And if thieves come, they will destroy until they've had enough as well. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. So the Most High says he has made Esau bare. Yeah, he has uncovered his secret places. It means he's bit by bit, as you can see, Esau's being revealed to the nations. So this is a prophecy telling you that the Most says, I will make Esau bare, and I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. Because that's what Esau does. That's why he buys up all these different organizations. He buys up the media. He wants to own the newspapers. He wants to own the TV media. He wants to own the manufacturing. He wants to own the fuel, the oil and the fuel and the minerals. He wants to own all these things so he can control it. Not because he wants to do good, so that he can control it. Yeah? So when it says there, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbours, and he is not. Leave thy fatherless children, I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus says the Most High, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken, which is these people here. We've drunk from the cup of judgment, and we've come to the end of our judgment. So it says, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Talking about Esau. He's saying, you don't think you're going to go unpunished, Esau. Why? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, says the Most High, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. So when it says Bozrah, Bozrah used to be the capital of Edom. So it's talking about where the capital of the Edomites is today, where is the head, which is America. This is what the Bible's speaking of. So it's not speaking about ancient Bozrah. It's talking about it's an allegory when it's saying this, and it's saying that Bozrah, when it says that if I have sworn to myself, says the Lord, that Bozrah shall become a desolation. It's speaking of the Edomites and where they are now. Where's their capital today? America. America is the head place for the Edomites, because all things dwell from there. It says, and he shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. I have heard a rumour from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together, and come against her, and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. It says, thy terribleness has deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Yeah, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, says the Most High. So when it says, though thou makest thy nest as high as the eagle, it's talking about their nest amongst the stars, which is their space stations, because that's what they've done. They've built space stations amongst the stars, hoping that there's places where they can escape to. That's why they're sending, you've got there are 3 Russian astronauts going up to the space station to spend a year up there and to see the effects of them being up there for a year, because this thing is so close to happening that they need to have their things in place. So when the scripture says, thy terribleness has deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, which once again, because they commit so much wickedness, they really believe that because they've not received any judgment yet, as of yet, that somehow they've got away with it. So this is why it says, thy terribleness has deceived thee. So their own wickedness that they're doing has deceived them, making them believe, through their proud nation, that all is well. Yeah? And thy pride of thine heart, that's get rid of, they are proud fucking people. Right? O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Why does it say that? Because where did Esau first live? In a place called Mount Seir, which is the rocks. Yeah? Where do these so-called Europeans, Edomites, where were they living for nearly 500 years before they came out into Europe? Was in the Caucasus Mountains, amongst the clefts of the rocks. That's why they're called Caucasians, because up until the 14th century, after the Roman Empire was taken down by Septimius Severus, who was the first black Roman Empire, leader of the Roman Empire, and then it was about 100 years after that, it was finally kind of, or 200 years after, no, around about 500 BC, during the times of Justin the Great, when it was finally kind of taken down by the Byzantine Empire, in the sense that now it became the Byzantine Empire, and up until that point there, the Roman Empire was ruled by black people, and then the Byzantine Empire became the ruling force, which was Israelites once again. And what happened then is that all of these Caucasian people went up into the Caucasus Mountains, and that's where they lived for the next about 600-700 years. That's why they're called Caucasians, white people, because they came out of the Caucasus Mountains in Eastern Europe, which goes through Turkey all the way through to the Ukraine and those places in the east there. So it says, thy terribleness has deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, says the Most High. Also, Edom shall be a desolation. So the actual place, Edom, which I tell you already, is where the Edomites are. And where is their headquarters, their HQ of the world, is America. It's not Australia. It's not United Kingdom. Don't get me wrong. England runs America behind the scenes. But America is the ones that holds all of the strings. Because as much as England has so much to... Because between England and America, they've got this thing where during the Civil War that happened, not the Civil War, during the War of Independence, that England put a debt on America, so they owed them X amount of money. Yeah? But ultimately, America is the #1 G-man out there. It says, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Like I said it before, Edom is America, because that is where the stronghold is of the white man. That's where they live. That's where they control and run things from there. You know, England plays a big part of what's going on in America, but America are the ones that ultimately runs the world. Simple. Yeah? And you've got to remember, those white people that are in America, where are they from? They're all Europeans. They're from England, France, Germany, Holland, Poland. That's where they're from. They don't come from there, they're from here. It's just that they've made their stronghold now is America. So they still have strong ties with their European brothers and sisters and cousins, but their stronghold is the United States of America. So when the scripture says, also Edom shall be a desolation, it's talking about the United States of America, which is modern day Babylon. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbouring cities thereof, says the Most High, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. So it says, just like the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, it says, no man shall abide there. No man's going to be able to live there after those bombs are dropped and the war's kicked off. Yeah? So we're going to go to Joel chapter 3, verse... We'll start from the beginning, Joel chapter 3, just to give you, once again, to go over the prophecies that we were speaking of earlier. For behold, this is Joel chapter 3. For behold, in those days, in the time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, which I was saying to you earlier. That's where the Lord is going to draw all the nations. And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So think of this. The Most High says that, he says, Yahweh Shai says that, he says, behold, in those days, in time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Yeah? Judah, who are people that went into slavery in the Americas. Yeah? I will also gather all nations and bring them